morning, student. I hope you are safe and healthy. We already learned a different concept in geometry. The first chapter, that is basic concept in geometry, and with all the many questions on that. 1.1 we already completed. Now the other concept in this chapter you have to study, and today you have to study the main points. Which are the main points? See here, the first point is line segment, the second point is ray, the third point is line, and the fourth point is congruent segments, and fifth is midpoint of segment, and sixth is comparison of two segments, and seventh is distance of point. Now one by one we have to learn these concepts. Now first one, that is line segment. What is the line segment? It is a point of set in between two points. See here, A and B, these 2 points are there, and all the points in between these A and B are said to be a line segment. Means the line segment having 2 points which are end points, and all the point which are lie between A and B are said to be a line segment. Now the second is, what is line? Now we already explained, or we already define what is line. The set of point which are extend both side infinitely. But what is ray? Here you have to study what is ray. Ray is also a set of point, but one end is known and another is not known. It is infinitely extended, and it is shown as a arrow. Let A is the end point of this ray, and AB is a ray, and the next end is not known, or it is extended infinitely. So it is called as ray, and we call it is ray AB. We can't call ray BA because the end point is A. So you have to say ray AB. Okay. Here you can call the segment as segment AB or segment BA also. But here in ray we only say that this is ray AB, not ray BA, because the end point is A and the B point is extended infinitely. So only we can note down this, that AB, only ray AB you can say, not ray BA. Okay. So third point is line AB. So line AB means the set of points which are extended both sides infinitely. This is the definition, simple definition, and here 2 points we take on the line, A and B. So it is called as line AB, or it may be called as line BA, or in single word you can say line L, line B, line P, in this way. So this is a line AB. Now congruent segment. Now what is congruent segment? See here, we draw the number line. Here 0 is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here -1, -2, -3. Now in this, if we can take this length 1 to 2, it is 1, let it is 1 centimeter, and -1 to -2, it is also 1 centimeter. Then these two line segments are said to be congruent line segment. Now what is congruent? Means if a length of both the line segment is equal, same, then these two line segments are said to be congruent line segment. And if the lengths are not equal, then they are not congruent to each other. The line segment having the length, same length, equal length, then these two line segments are said to be congruent line segment. Okay. Means if AB is congruent to PQ, then you can say that PQ is also congruent to AB. means length of AB is 2 cm, length of PQ is 2 cm, it means both are congruent, having the same length, so they are called as congruent. And you can say AB is congruent to PQ. Similarly, PQ is also congruent to AB. This is the property. Okay, another property of these two congruent segments, if AB is congruent to PQ and PQ is congruent to XY, then XY is also congruent to AB. Okay, this is the property. So AB is congruent to PQ means PQ is also congruent to AB, and if AB is congruent to PQ and PQ is congruent to XY, then XY is also congruent to AB. Okay, this is the property of congruent segments. So we learn the property of congruent segment also. Now the third point is the midpoint of segment. Midpoint of segment. Now what is the midpoint? You already know that if this is line segment AB, let it is segment AB, A and B, and this is point P, and this length AP is congruent to PB. If length AP is congruent to PB, then this P is called as midpoint of AB. It means if we take midpoint of any line segment, then it divides the line segment in two equal parts, two equal or congruent segment, AP and PB. So this is called as midpoint of a segment. This midpoint divides the segment in two equal parts, two congruent segment. Here it is P is the midpoint, then AP is congruent to PB, and AB is equal to AP plus PB also, you can say that. If you want to find out the length of AB, then you can add AP plus PB. And if PB is given and you have to find out the AB, then see PB plus AP, it means PB into 2 is equal to AB. Means if you double the PB, you get the length of AB. Okay, this is the theory of midpoint. Now the comparison of two segment means either they are equal, they are congruent, or they are not congruent. If the length is congruent or equal, then they are congruent. If length is not equal, then they are not congruent. In this way you can compare which is the greater segment, which is the smaller segment, okay, which segments are equal. In this way you can compare any two segments to each other. Okay, last, the distance of points. Now what is the distance of point? Okay, see here. Here is number line you can draw. Here O, A, B, C, D are the points, and F, G, H, I, J are the points. Now if you can say that this D point is at a distance of 4 from point O, means you find out the distance of D from O, that is, it is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, means distance of point D from O is 4. In this way you can find out the distance of any point from the origin or from the O point or any point. If you want to find out the distance of D from G, then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The distance is 6. We already find out the distance from the number line, okay, in previous classes or in previous lectures. So in this way you can find out the distance of any point from another point. Okay, so this is the concept of distance of point from the other points, how to find out the distance of point. Okay, now the exercise 1.2 you have to start. So these concepts are related to the 1.2 and you have to solve the question in 1.2 exercise by these concepts. Okay, how to find out the distance, what is the midpoint, how to find out the length of any line segment if the midpoint is given. So all these sums you have to do there. So we take the 1.2 exercise now.